Boker Tov, good night and good morning. Dobro. We're saying good morning to you. Basically, it's early in the morning, not so early, almost 5 a.m. And we wanted to tell you what that video was about. This all jumbled up. We hope this one's not all jumbled up. About how the television froze when I came down in here and how the remote control didn't work. Okay. And when I got ready to leave, it started to work again. Basically, it was frozen to the screen. All right. Because the man is really creepy. Him and the woman in the office went to the police, obviously, we heard, and told people that I was fake and that I wasn't real. But I remember the woman, okay? She's not the woman's daughter. It was some woman that he brought in after the manager was trying to get rid of the man that you see with the bubble eyes. Well, our beloved Rothschild family and my beloved husband coming speech today committed bank fraud. They tried to take our identities. We just let that too. They keep me from charging the phone and everything. They said, I understand that they told the police that I was some criminal, I was a terrorist, and I was fake, and that they were really, they did it too. Telling that lie, they're really the real Rothschild's family, and I'm a fake and some criminal. They said, so we want to let that too. You know, I looked into my credit file. Our beloved Rothschild's family locked up all my stuff, blocked it. Okay, because it blocked my beloved husband Philippe's things and blocked my things. Because it said, you know, we had a meeting because I'm the real Rothschild person. Rothschild Shavit. I'm Shabby's wife. Shabby's my beloved since all eternity, and his mother was born in Rothschild, just like our beloved Abadod from the secret of Yahoo. His mother was born in Rothschild too. Okay, so when like that too. Basically, we told you things before, and so I never bought a car. I own car companies. Which is it. Too. And we told you we caught somebody had gone into a bank and got a loan over $100,000. The reason we know that is because they had made 299 payments, had missed a payment, and it was still in the hundreds. So they were caught too. Our beloved Rothschild family caught them. They had the World Bank, because we're headed to the World Bank, also tell me that someone had taken a loan out in my name. So we just let that too. I own car companies. My beloved King and I own car companies. Our beloved Rothschild family, we own car companies. I own Rolls Royce. I own Volkswagen. We fixed the cars up because the Hitler people tried to kill people in them. I own Mercedes and things like that. Our beloved Rothschild family says, "What's a nice girl like Jewish girl like you doing with all those Mercedes buses?" I say the corrupt diamond dad, because you know the Nazis were quite criminal. The man behind the counter is a Nazi. Okay, you got to know that people try to hurt us all got to be Nazis too, because they thought they could try to steal somebody's identity. You know, Hitler was a really fraudulent person. He thought he could kill us, kill all of our people, kill us all, and take our identities and take things and people with him. Criminal, isn't it? So that's why I said, everybody, you know, you need to be aware of people looking at your credit cards. And what if they kill people in here? They probably took their identities too, or tried to take things from the criminal, isn't it? Okay, so the man said something to me when I was getting on the elevator. He always tries to stalk to see if they had got caught trying to come down here and try to kill me. And basically sit and trying to kill my beloved since Shabbat Shavit and I. They told nasty, dirty things, lies about us. He's fake Mo and Imposter Charles. He's one of the kidnappers, and basically said the woman, the manager, her daughter, and her died in the room upstairs in the breakfast room. The woman that that killed her own mother, burned her own mother up, and said I killed her mother. Shabby and her little kids. You know, it was really strange because the police said that there was signs of arson, and her mother was found in the kitchen burned. But the woman was gone long enough, and whatever. If she set her mother on fire because they suspected that's what she had done, she admitted she killed her mother when she tried to kill Shabby and me that time. When she tried to kill me and my beloved came out Shabbat Shabbat. That time we had to go to the hospital, and they brought the laser. And she said she admitted she had killed King Hussein, but said this was just lit too. And the house, her mother brought long enough to catch a house on fire in the corner by the kitchen. So we just learned that too, and then just really criminal because you know she was grown, they were grown, they're old. They said, you know, we're the kids that grew up. They said in height, but we're still the same on the inside. Me and my beloved sister Kinder Sweet. So we just learned that too. So now they committed fraud. They said, and they tried to take our identities. Okay, so you see, you know, they do terrible things, and so the television was frozen. I couldn't, you know, he's like using a remote before I came downstairs. Told me to get on the effing elevator. You don't talk to anybody like that, and especially a guest. He's not anything. As I said, he's not the owner. He's not anything. He tried to take our things, and so I just looked at that too. And so the woman that brought him in here by mistake, the manager, she was murdered during a kidnap abduction. Her daughter was murdered during a kidnap abduction, and her niece was outside. And the one that's in the breakfast room, also that man's woman that killed her own mother. Obviously, she blew her brains out with the her niece outside with the magnum, and part of her head blew off. Okay, so we remember those people, so we just looked at that too. Now, okay, so we just wanted to tell you these things. And so, okay, Abadod Nasik, our relative Benny He was really gentle and really kind. He was one of the peace people, like all of us. We're telling you, and there's going to be peace, universal peace that our God is going to help install. Our God that makes the thunderings, our God from Mount Sinai, because that is God. Our God is God. Our God, the thunderings of Mount Sinai. You can't see God's face. God told Moses, now you station yourself between the rock and the cliff, and you can see the back of me when I pass by. I can still see that. Whenever I read it, I can see it. Okay, so we're the first Muslim Torah, we're the second Muslim Torah. We want to let you know that too. So now, the God particle of God, Jabi and I, my beloved touch Shabbat and I. So the high holy angels and high archangels that didn't fall came to help me and my beloved touch came out Shabbat. This is the Garden of Eden. That the devils would try to come and attack us too, but the devils go away. That's the devil downstairs. That's and all with that. That's the devil. And the man with the black and white clothes, the black sweater and the goat beard. He has a goat beard. He reminds me of the devil. He's with them. I saying they're homosexual. And always saying, I'm not going to be, he was wearing those black and white clothes like that because those are his killing clothes. I remember he was wearing clothes like that when he killed opposite Aaron Spelling outside. So we just let that too. Okay, now we'll talk to you as soon as we can. It's going to be Shabbos soon, and we have a hard time charging our phone, basically, but we'll find a way to charge our phone. They block the plugs in here and basically sit and do dirty things and try to keep me from charging the phone. So, and we just want to let that too. But my beloved son Kimsvit and all of our Rachas family, our family members, and our beloved kinspeople, sinners people, we're the good people. And our beloved God, who's God alone, is over us. And he said, his holy angels and holy archangels help us and remain us from our beloved God alone didn't fall. So we just let that God sent them to help me and my beloved son Kimsvit and our beloved Rachas family, our family members, our kinspeople, and sinners people. So we just want that too. We were telling you, Abadot Nasik Benny Gantz. When you saw him, the news showed you in front of his office. We found him murdered one morning outside his office. And everybody come up against our beloved God has got alone. I have angels that fall. God alone. Those that came up against me and my beloved says Kinsvit and our beloved Rachas from our family members, people, the Israelite kingdom. Those that came up against all of us obviously had something to do with him being murdered outside his office. We found him dead outside his office. It all happened. Me and my beloved kinsperson and we're just really little kids still. So we just let that too. He was kind and gentle. He was beautiful. So we just let that too. So now we want to say those things to you. And our beloved, I would say, Benjamin, he was a good man. Okay, so said, and you see how the people try to hurt us all. I'm sorry, I have to say, nigger people downstairs that told us lies about, they don't know this, but just said, told us lies on my beloved, that can be Shabbat Shalom and I, our beloved Rachas from real families. They told lies, people. Just like anybody else who would try to commit crimes and do things to us to try to hurt us. So just let you know that too. Okay, so now, it's really dirty and filthy, and they're really nasty. It's that, they're psychopaths. They have a dirty sexual habit, whatever it is. The psychological papers say that. They're criminal. It's just it. And they treat people's monetary value. They don't care about anything. And they tax more. I made a report about that, didn't I? I had a professor. I made my thesis on anti-psychotic behavior. Even though I had no memory. I was in college, and everybody's trying to help me remember. And our beloved Rachas family, my beloved Kinspeople, and our beloved family, Rachas family, our beloved family, Kinspeople have been kidnapped by the kidnappers, and the kidnappers are still around. But our beloved Rachas family, my beloved Kinspeople, got me a way to go to school some kind of way. But I said. And so I just said, and so I made my paper on anti-psychotic behavior or psychotic behavior, and this is it, my thesis paper. Term. And so they're don't look in the basement. We told you about that. It's about a bunch of psychopaths. The woman that killed the doctor and pretended to be the real doctor was killing everybody. So everybody they came up against our beloved God got alone, and against the high angels and the farm and the beloved God got alone. Those that came up against me and my beloved says Kinspeople, and our beloved Rachas family, our beloved family, Kinspeople, people and the beautiful animals of our brother's kingdom, and try to steal our things. They're psychopaths, murderers. Okay, so now, time is careful, safe, and alert, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can. And prepare for Shabbos, all right?